Let's talk about drawdown. Let's talk about understanding risk management slash drawdown. I think in everybody's trading career, this has been, is I assume, right? I'm going to say everybody's 99 or 90% traders. This drawdown is a problem of a psychology, and it takes a while to get out of. It takes a while to understand. It takes a while to understand risk management from a trading standpoint. And I think from a psychology standpoint, it really comes to not thinking that it's not as deep as you think it is. At least for me, from my perspective, is understanding that it's not as deep as I thought it was. So when I say deep is not as I thought it was, is I'm trying mentally, I'm viewing drawdown as just a way for me to be able to trade more. I'm not looking at it as like a idea of that's your money. So what I'm getting, so for example, like say you in top step account, I think a lot of people are doing top step, or even think as a personal account as well, but think top step account, and you got $2,000 drawdown, like 50K account, all that good stuff. So you got $2,000 drawdown. You looking at it as in a standpoint of this is just what my tradable disposal is, instead of looking at it, I need to keep this, right? If you start looking at it that I need to keep this $2,000 of X, Y, and Z, you mentally are trying to, you mentally won't allow yourself to trade a lot, right? Or trade that capital, right? You might even risk less. That was my biggest problem. I was risking less. And when I take a W, I wouldn't even gain nowhere in the account because I was risking so less. And then I would risk more on bad setups. Because I get bad entry. I'm just like, let me just go ahead and get it was just bad, right? It's just terrible. Because the like the whole point of me doing that was the whole standpoint of me doing it was I'm coming from a standpoint where I'm looking at drawdown and I'm trying to keep it. And now I'm looking at drawdown like it's just a tool. It's nothing different than a disposable napkin. I don't like you it's literally, but it's that simple. You're just using it for you to elevate yourself in the next trade. I'm not using it as in like I have to keep it. If you look at it that you have to keep it, you will be more emotional attached to it. You're going to be more conscious of taking the trade out early and not letting it TP. You're going to be, not letting, you don't want to hit your stop loss. So you're going to really try to take the trade out early. And that's going to become a problem within itself, because why you take, you didn't give the trade its full breathing room because you're trying to protect it. Like you're trying to protect like this as if it's like a little baby or something. Like you really are trying to like take and control the outcome, right? You really are trying to manipulate the situation where it's like I have full control of this. Like I want full control of this trade, and we're going to lose this much, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And if it comes back to come back close to my stop loss, I take it out early. Like you not finna hit my stop loss. Like you start having these mental warfare like in your mind. You're just not, because you're not looking at it like it's not disposable. You looking at it like I have to keep it. Like you in protective mode instead of letting it just breathe. Letting it just be like, okay, I took a trade and I'm going to let hit my stop loss because this is where it invalidates the trade. Or I'm having, I'm looking at this like, hey, this is my risk because I have this much money of drawdown to be able to trade. So if I do lose this money, and some people do talk about like this, you can look at it like this as well. Like they like if I put on a trade, wherever I'm risking, I already like mentally, I mentally like, already gave it up. Like I'm looking at it, like if I risk 500 and my before the trade even hits TP or stop loss, I literally tell myself that I lost 500. That's one way of doing it. Me personally, that didn't really. Hey, I mean, sure. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with that. Just that didn't really help me in my journey. It really didn't. I mean, again, if it did help you, I hope it does. That me personally, it didn't help me. It's just understand the whole idea of what is drawdown. Like I need to understand what is drawdown is, what what I can trade, and I'm not looking at it as what I can keep. I'm looking at what I can trade, which is the same difference of what I just said at the beginning. But in my mind, I need to hear it a little differently, which is I'm looking at it as disposable income that I can trade, and I'm not trying to keep it. I'm literally not trying to keep it because I know I can have an L. I know I can have this loss. I know I can have this. That's fine. It's cool. I'm a-okay with it. What is my drawdown ratio and my compared to my win ratio, right? Looking at it, will I lose 3 trades in a row? I could, but what's the probability on that? Not really, because I'm really going to work 1 or 2 trades at least before I take the loss. and then you start going to the psychology of the risk management stuff. I don't want to really make that as a whole different video, but the idea of looking at drawdown is just like, it's really that simple. What is my win ratio? Actually, you want to know that. But after you know that, wherever your income, wherever the drawdowns is, I'm looking at it disposable. It's disposable. You put it like this, and this will really help for me. You can say the whole five. You can look at it from per trade standpoint, like 500 is my drawdown. I'm looking at it standpoint. The whole 2000 is gone. Like I put like the whole 2000 is gone. Like the whole all of it is. No, I don't have none of it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't have none. Wherever my drawdown is, I don't have none of it. I don't have any of it. So my mind, I gave all that up. Like you know what I'm saying. Like that is all gone. So my mind is like, all right, well, I don't have any. I don't like my mind is like, okay, none of this is mine anyway. So it's just like, okay, let me just trade X, Y, Z because at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if I don't take the winning trade or not because they don't care. And then also my mind says like I only care if I make this much money. So it's like I'm just my mind's thinking of a standpoint of not being attached to it, of course, but not being emotionally attached to it, of course. But the way that my way of doing it is understanding like, okay, at the end of the day, am I taking good trades? Am I taking good trades? That's all I can control. Other than that part, if it hits stop loss, it does other stuff like that. Be prepared for it if it hits stop loss. Make sure I'm not over leveraging. If I'm over leveraging, understand I'm over leveraging. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand all that. That comes into the risk as well. But after I put a trade on, it just needs to put it to stop loss where it invalidates the trade. After that, I'm just again the whole count's gone. Like I don't care. Like from that standpoint, which frees you up mentally to be able to hold the trade. It frees you up mentally to be able to hit TP. It frees you up mentally to be able to take just trades that good trades and stuff like that because you like I'm just gonna wait for a good trade because at the end of the day it's not my account. Like I'm looking at it like at the end of the day I want it to be my account, but until it is my account, I'm just gonna wait for it. Have that and stay like just getting in your mindset, getting in the mindset, just taking good trades, taking good trades. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not worried about drawdown. I'm worried about am I taking good trades. What making you profitable is me taking good trades. That's it. If you're not taking good trades, then what are we doing? That's what we need. That's a whole nother discussion, right? But we're not taking good trades every single day. That's discipline. That's work. That's ethic. That's you trying to continue to grow the count. And what's going to do that is you taking good trades. I hope that really helps you looking at drawdown from a different standpoint, looking at it as a means of this is a good thing more than a bad thing, and looking at it like, hey, I lost this money and I'm not looking to keep this money. I'm not trying to protect it. I'm just going to be free with it and kind of give us a breather room, all that good stuff, and being able to let go of that emotional attachment to it. So definitely that's going to help you to continue your trading. Obviously, feel free to join Discord if necessary, and then of course subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next one.